Mastering Negotiation, a Practical Guide by Herb Cohen. You Can Negotiate with Anyone by Herb Cohen is a practical, down-to-earth guide on negotiation, emphasizing that anyone can learn to negotiate successfully by mastering key concepts and strategies. Cohen's approach is built around understanding the core dynamics of negotiation and learning how to use these effectively. He presents a three-part framework for effective negotiation that focuses on knowledge, time, and power. Cohen argues that knowledge is the foundation of any successful negotiation. This means knowing not only what you want, but also understanding the motivations, needs, and goals of the other party. By gathering as much information as possible, you can better predict how the other party will act and prepare responses accordingly. Imagine you're negotiating a salary with a potential employer. If you research the company's typical salary range, understand industry standards, and even learn about their recent financial performance, you're better positioned to ask for a realistic figure that aligns with both your expectations and what the company can offer. Knowing that the company is expanding rapidly might indicate they're willing to pay more to secure talent, giving you leverage to negotiate a higher starting salary. Timing is essential in negotiations. Cohen suggests that being patient and understanding timing pressures on both sides can create leverage. The side that is more willing to wait often has the advantage, as people under pressure to close a deal may agree to less favorable terms to expedite things. Example: if you're buying a car, the dealership may have quotas to meet by the end of the month. Knowing this, if you hold off until closer to the end of the month, the salesperson might be more willing to offer you a discount or throw in extras to close the sale before the deadline. By waiting, you shift the urgency to the other side, which can lead to a better deal. Power in negotiations is not just about actual resources. It also involves perception. Cohen highlights that feeling confident, controlling information, and projecting the willingness to walk away can make you appear more powerful in a negotiation. Importantly, the perception of power is often just as influential as actual power. Example: in a business negotiation, if one party believes the other has a strong alternative, like another buyer or a secondary source, they might feel pressured to concede more. Suppose you're selling a product and the buyer assumes you have multiple other interested parties, even if you don't. This perception can compel them to agree to your terms more readily, as they worry you might choose a competitor if they don't act fast. Cohen also shares specific negotiation tactics that can help in achieving desired outcomes. The nibble. After most of the negotiation is complete, you ask for a small additional concession. This nibble may seem minor, but adds value for you without much cost to the other party. Example: if you're negotiating a contract for consulting services and all major terms are agreed upon, you might ask for a small nibble, like an additional 5% payment for travel expenses. At this point, the other side is often inclined to agree to avoid reopening the whole negotiation. Good cop, bad cop. This classic tactic uses one person to take a harsh stance, while the other plays a more sympathetic role. The bad cop pressures the other side, while the good cop appears reasonable, creating relief and fostering cooperation. Example: in a legal negotiation, one lawyer might take a firm, even aggressive stance on a particular point, while the other lawyer steps in later and proposes a compromise. This contrast can make the second offer appear more appealing. Cohen stresses that effective negotiation requires flexibility. No two negotiations are alike, and each situation requires a tailored approach. He advises against rigid tactics, instead recommending adaptability based on the other party's behavior and needs. Example: if you're negotiating a rental agreement with a landlord who's particularly focused on long-term stability, showing flexibility by offering a longer lease term may win you concessions on monthly rent. Adapting to the landlord's priorities rather than sticking to a preset demand list often leads to a better outcome. Cohen's central message is that negotiation isn't just for business executives or lawyers. It's a skill that anyone can learn and apply daily, from buying a car to discussing a raise. His methods are practical and can be practiced by anyone willing to observe, analyze, and respond strategically. Overall, You Can Negotiate with Anyone encourages readers to approach negotiation with curiosity, empathy, and patience, framing it as a cooperative, dynamic process where understanding the motivations and pressures of both sides leads to a win-win outcome. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, and follow for more such summaries.